What is up guys? Welcome back to my channel. Ngayong araw, syempre, meron na naman tayong panibagong lesson. Pero bago tayo pupunta doon, balikan muna natin yung nakaraan kong itinuro sa inyo. Yun ay ang changing fractions to decimal and changing decimals to fractions. So, ngayon naman, ang ituturo ko sa inyo ay operations on fractions or namely, addition of fractions, subtraction of fractions, multiplication of fractions, and division of fractions. So, alam ko tinuro na ito ng elementary, pero mas enhance pa natin yung skills natin sa operations on fractions ngayon. So, mag-move on na tayo sa ating lesson. So, dito muna tayo sa una nating gagawin. So, we will add similar fractions. So, ano nga ba ibig sabihin ng similar fractions? Similar fractions are fractions that have the same denominators. So, pag parehas po ng denominator, automatic yun po ay similar fractions. And to add similar fractions, we have to add the numerators. And then, pag na-add natin po yung numerators, yung mga nasa ibabaw na fraction, we will copy their common denominator. So, after po natin i-copy yung common denominator, pag pwede pa po siyang i-simplify, we have to simplify it. So, let's have few examples. Let's add the following fractions. Number 1. So, 2/3 plus 1/3. So, i-add daw po natin yung numerator. So, 2 plus 1. And then, copy natin over, ano yung common denominator? 3. Parehas silang 3, so kakopyahin natin yon. So, 2 plus 1 is equal to 3. 3 over 3. So, pag sinimplify po natin yan, yung 3 over 3, or 3 divided by 3, the answer is 1. So, let's have example number 2. 7 over 12 plus 3 over 12. So, add ulit natin yung nasa ibabaw, 7 plus 3 or yung numerators. That is 10. And then copy the common denominator, 12. So 10 and 10 over 12. So pwede pa po yan i-lowest term. So divide po natin yung 10 at saka 12 sa kanilang GCF. So ang GCF po nila ay 2. So divide po natin sa 2. So 10 divided by 2 is 5 over 12 divided by 2, that is 6. So, the final answer is 5 over 6. So, number 3, let's try mixed numbers. So, 2 and 10 over 20 plus 3 and 6 over 20. So, what are we going to do is, add muna natin yung whole number, yung 2 at saka 3. So, 2 plus 3 is 5. And then, yung numerators, 10 plus 6. And then copy the common denominator, that is 20. So, 5. And then 10 plus 6 is 16 over 20. Since si 16 and 20, meron pa pong pwedeng i-divide maliban sa 1. So, divide po natin yan sa lowest term nila na 4. So, copy natin si 5. 16 divided by 4 is 4. And then 20 divided by 4 is 5. So the final answer is 5 and 4 over 5. Let us try example number 4. 3 plus 2 over 6. So, pag ganyan po, pwede na po natin siya napagdikitin lang. So, si 3 and dito and then si 2 over 6. Ayan. But, si 2 over 6 po ay pwede pa pong i-lowest term. So, i-divide po natin sa kanilang GCF na 2. So, magiging 3. So, copy natin yung 3, yung whole number. And then 2 divided by 2 is 1 over 6 divided by 2 ay 3. So, the final answer is 3 and 1/3. So, So, ngayon dito naman tayo sa susunod natin gagawin. Kanina, similar fractions yung in-add natin. Ngayon naman is we will add dissimilar fractions. Dissimilar fractions are fractions whose denominators are not the same. So, pag nakita natin po yung mga fractions na i-add natin at magkaiba po yung kanilang denominator, yun po ay dissimilar fractions. So, kapag dissimilar fractions, iba naman yung method na ating gagamitin. So, dito tayo sa una nating example. Let's add the following. Number 1. So, tuturuan ko kayo ng dalawang method kung paano masosolve po yung examples natin. So, 1/2 plus 3/5. So, example number 1, let's add 1/2 plus 3/5. So, magkaiba po yung denominator nila. Dito po is 2. Si 3/5 naman is 5. So, yung unang method na ituturo ko sa inyo ay kukunin muna natin yung LCD. So, inspect natin yung denominators, 2 and 5. So, yung 2 and 5 po, wala pong pwede nang i-divide sa 2 and 5 maliban sa 1. So, automatic, i-multiply na lang po natin yan. So, 2 times 5 is equal to 10. So, yung bago po nating denominator na gagamitin is 10. So, yun po yung LCD, 10. And so, antay na lang po natin yung bagong numerator. So, to do that, i-divide natin yung LCD dito po sa denominator, yung fraction, and then multiply natin yung sagot sa numerator. So, 10 divided by 2 is 5. 5 times 1 is 5. So, sulat po natin dito yan. And then, dito rin po, sa kabila naman pong fraction. So, 10 divided by 5 is 2. 2 times 3 is 6. So, add na po natin yung numerators. 5 plus 6 is 11. And then, copyahin po natin yung common denominator na 10. So, the answer is 11/10. Okay, so yun yung isang method. Try naman natin yung pangalawang method. Ang tawag naman dito ay butterfly method. Kung bakit, malalaman natin. So, copyahin ko ulit. 1/2 plus 3/5 is equal to, ayan. So, kung makikita natin, mukha na siyang butterfly, I suppose. So, yung nabuo po nating parang wings, ayan. So, ang kailangan po natin gawin dyan is i-multiply po natin. So, yung magka-partner po sa wing na to is 2 and 3. So, i-multiply natin 2 times 3. The answer is 6. And then, dito naman sa kabilang wing is 1 times 5. That is 5. And then, after natin i-multiply yung nasa wings, ngayon naman is, ito naman yung nasa baba naman yung i-multiply natin. So, 2 times 5 is equal to 10. So, kapag na-multiply na natin lahat ng mga dapat nating i-multiply, the next thing to do is add natin yung dalawang nasa taas. So, add natin yan. 5 plus 6. And then yung nasa ibaba, yan po yung magiging denominator, 10. And then, 5 plus 6 is equal to 11. And then, copy the common denominator, 10. So the final answer is 11/10. So, kung makikita po natin, yung first method na tinuro ko sa inyo at saka yung second method na tinuro ko sa inyo, yung butterfly method, same lang po sila ng sagot. So, kung ano po yung gusto nyo pong gawing method, kung yung first method or itong butterfly method, kung saan kayo mas nadadalian, yun po ang inyong gawin. Basta dapat make sure na yung fraction na sagutin nyo is naka-lowest term or naka-simplify na. Okay, let's have example number 2, 3/10 plus 2/5. So, ang gagawin ko method dito is butterfly method. So, i-multiply na ulit natin yung mga nasa wings. So, 10 times 2 is 20. And then, 5 times 3 is 15. And then, yung nasa ibaba naman, 10 times 5 is 50. So, finalize na natin. Add natin yung nasa ibabaw, 15 plus 20. And then, copyahin po natin yung nasa ilalim, 50. So, 15 plus 20 is 35/50. 50. And then, 35 over 50, pwede pa po yan i-lowest term. So, divide po natin sa GCF nila na 5. So, 35 divided by 5 is equal to 7. And then 50 divided by 5 is equal to 10. So, the final answer is 7 over 10. So, dito naman tayo sa example number 3, 11 over 15 plus 2 over 6. So, ngayon naman ay yung isa naman na method yung gagamitin natin. So, yung nauna kong tinuro na method. So, first, 15 and 6, kunin muna natin yung LCD. So, to find the LCD of 15 and 6, inspect muna natin siya. 15 and 6, meron pa bang pwede ma-divide? Meron po. So, kapag po ganun, ito po yung gagawin natin, continuous division. So, sulat natin yung 15 and 6. So, saan sila pwede i-divide? 15 and 6 maliban sa 1. Pwede po sa 3. So, 15 divided by 3 is 5. And then 6 divided by 3 is 2. Meron pa bang pwedeng ma-divide kay 5 and 2? Maliban sa 1? Wala na po. So, para po makuha yung LCD, i-multiply po natin yung GCF at yung natira po dito sa baba. So, yung factors po na hindi na po pwedeng ma-divide pa sa ibang number maliban sa 1. So, i-multiply po natin lahat yan. Multiply po natin yung tatlong yan. So, LCD will be 3 times 5 times 2. So, the answer is 3 times 5, 15 times 2, that is 30. So, ang LCD po na nakuha natin ay 30. So, gagawa na po tayo ng panibagong fraction. So, gagawa po tayo ng numerator. So, para mahanap yung mga numerator is, divide natin yung denominator, yung LCD dun sa denominator ng fraction, and then multiply sa numerator. So, 30 divided by 15 is 2. 2 times 11 is 22. And then, sa isang fraction naman, divide muna sa denominator and then multiply to the numerator. So, 30 divided by 6 is 5. 5 times 2 is 10. So, add po natin yung numerators. 22 plus 10 is 32. And then, copy the common denominator, 30. So, kung inspect po natin yung numerator at denominator, meron pa pong pwedeng ma-divide sa kanila maliban sa 1. So, that is 2. So, ano pong final answer? 32 divided by 2 is 16. And then, 30 divided by 2 is 15. So, the final answer is 16 over 15. So, tandaan po natin, kahit ano po sa dalawang method na tinuro ko yung inyong gamitin, parehas lang po ang sagot na makukuha nyo. So, kung masadalian kayo sa butterfly method, go ahead, yun po yung gamitin nyo. Pero kung masadalian po kayo dito, sa method na to, yun naman po yung gamitin nyo. Basta lang po tandaan natin, kaya po dapat nating ma-determine yung LCD or yung least common denominator ng mga dissimilar fractions. So, next thing to do naman is subtracting similar fractions. So, alam naman natin, pag similar fractions, they have the same denominators. So, we will subtract the numerators, then copy their common denominators. Simplify if needed. So, kapag mag-subtract tayo ng similar fractions, pag minus lang natin yung numerators nila, and then, kopyahin lang natin yung parehas nilang denominator. And whenever possible, isimplify po natin yung fraction. Okay, let's have example number 1. Subtract the following. Number 1, 9 over 10 minus 3 over 10. So, 9 minus 3 is 6. And then, 10. Kopyahin natin yan. So, pwede mo po yun i-simplify. I-divide na po natin sa kanyang GCF. So, ang GCF po ng 6 and 10 is 2. So, i-divide na po natin. 6 divided by 2 is 3. Over 10 divided by 2 is 5. So, the final answer is 3 over 5. Okay, let's have example number 2, mixed number naman. 10 and 12 over 20 minus 5 and 6 over 20. So, yung whole number muna ang i-minus natin. So, 10 minus 5 is 5. And then, 12 minus 6, yung numerators. 12 minus 6 is 6 over yung 20, kopyahin natin. So, pwede pa po bang lowest term si 6 over 20? Pwede pa po. So, divide po natin sa kanilang GCF na 2. So, si 5, kopyahin na natin. So, 6 divided by 2 is 3 over 20 divided by 2 is 10. So, the final answer is 5 and 3 over 10. Naka-lowest term na po yung 3 over 10. Since wala na pong pwede i-divide sa kanila maliban sa 1. So, let's have example number 3. 9 minus 3 and 7 over 15. Okay, so si 9 is whole number. So, kailangan magkaroon tayo ng fraction para dito sa 7 over 15 para may kapareha siya. So, what are we going to do is, we will rewrite 9. So, bawasan natin siya ng isang whole number. So, 9 minus 1 is 8. And then, since 15 po yung denominator, gagayahin po natin siya. 15 over 15. So, we have to be reminded that 15 over 15 is equal to 1. So, ibig sabihin, 8 plus 1 is equal to 9. So, nire-write ko lang yung 9 as 8 and 15 over 15. So, wag po tayo malilito. Ba't ko po siya nire-write? Nire-write ko siya para meron tayong pagbabawasan nitong 7 over 15. So, 8 minus 3 is 5. 15 minus 7 is 8 over 15. Pwede ba bang i-lowest term si 8 at si 15? Or si 8 over 15? Meron pa bang pwedeng i-divide sa kanila maliban sa 1? Wala na po. So, the final answer will be 5 and 8 over 15. Yung sunod naman natin gagawin is we will subtract dissimilar fractions. So, let's subtract the following. Number 1, 10 over 15 minus 2 over 6. So, using the butterfly method, okay, so, using the butterfly method, multiply na natin yung mga nasa wings. So, 15 times 2 is 30. And then, 10 times 6 is 60. And then, 15 times 6 is 90. So, dito na po tayo. So, copyahin natin. So, 60 minus, yung isang kabilang sagot is 30 over yung denominator na 90. So, 60 minus 30 is 30 over 90. And then, meron po yung lowest term, syempre, kasi meron pa pong pwede i-divide sa 30 and 90. And that is 30. Yan yung kanila pong GCF. So, 30 divided by 30 is 1. And then 90 divided by 30 is 3. So, the final answer is 1/3. Let's have another example. Number 2, 18 over 19 minus 2 over 5. So, butterfly method ulit yung gagamitin natin. So, multiply na po natin yung mga nasa wing. So, 19 times 2 is 38. 18 times 5 is 90. And 19 times 5 is 95. So, next na po. Subtract po natin yung nataas, 90 minus 38 over, kopyahin po natin yung denominator na 95. So, 90 minus 38, that will be 52. And then, kopyahin natin si 95. So, meron pa bang pwedeng ma-divide kay 52 at 95 maliban sa 1? Wala na po. So, the final answer will be 52 over 95.
That is all for today, guys. Salamat po sa panonood ng aking video lessons. Nawa po ay sundan niyo pa yung mga susunod kong lesson para makasabay kayo sa online classes ninyo at makasagot kayo ng mga modules ninyo. Shoutout po sa mga estudyante ko at sa mga subscribers at sa mga masugid na taga-subaybay ng aking video lessons. So, bye-bye everybody! Saranghe and kamsahamnida! Annyeong! Bye-bye! Take care!